When was a time that your quick thinking saved your life? When I was 17, I thought I was invincible. Not in the cocky way, just in that stupid teenage way where you think everything bad happens to someone else. That changed on a rainy Tuesday afternoon in July. My sister and I were coming back from her coaching class. She was in 9th grade. I just finished mine and picked her up like I always did. It was one of those gray ski downpours that start slow, gives you a few warning drops, then opens up like a faucet. I remember thinking we'd be fine. It was only a 15-minute ride home. The roads were wet, sure, but traffic was light. We'd taken that route 100 times. We were halfway down a stretch near the overpass when the back tire gave out. No warning, no pothole, just a sudden, sickening slide to the left. I didn't even have time to curse. My hands tightened around the handlebars, but we were already horizontal, skidding across slick asphalt. I didn't see her at first. My helmet slammed the ground. My knee scraped against something rough, but then the world slowed down. It wasn't just in my head. It felt like someone had turned the volume down on everything. The rain, the engines, the honking. I turned my head just slightly. She was sliding beside me, maybe a few feet ahead. Her body turned awkwardly, face up, arms flailing in the air like she was trying to catch something that wasn't there. And then I saw the van. It was coming from the opposite lane. Fast. Not speeding. Just fast enough that on a wet road there was no way it'd stop in time. Its front left wheel was perfectly lined up with her head. I remember the way her hair was plastered to her face. Her eyes wide but not screaming. Just wide. I couldn't move. My chest was against the road, arms under the weight of the bike. I don't know how to explain what I did next because I didn't think. I didn't calculate. My arms and legs just pushed. Not against the bike, but into the road itself. Palms flat, boots scraping hard, twisting my torso to shift the weight of the bike, not toward her but away from the van. I didn't know if it would work. I didn't know what I was even doing. But the bike responded. The metal scraped sideways, and the front wheel jerked just enough to catch the side of her ankle. Just enough to drag her a few inches off course. The van stopped. Hard. The tires screeched, hydroplaned, and came to a full stop half a second after her body passed the danger zone. I couldn't tell if it had missed her by inches or by sheer luck, but it missed her. We ended up in the gutter, tangled mess of limbs, metal, and wet clothes. I didn't feel anything. I got up, limped to her. She was sitting up already, crying but not loudly. Just the kind of crying where the shock's still in control. Her elbow was bleeding. Her lip was cut, but she was okay. The driver got out yelling, but I couldn't hear what he said. People gathered. A man pulled the bike off the road. Another helped me sit down. Someone handed us an umbrella. A woman gave my sister a bottle of water. None of it mattered. I kept looking at the van, then back at her, trying to make sense of what just happened. I must have asked her if she was okay 5 times. She nodded every time, even though her teeth were chattering. We didn't go to the hospital. We just sat under the bridge for 20 minutes until we stopped shaking. Then we pushed the bike home. I had a busted knee. She limped on one foot. It was the quietest walk we ever took. At home, we said the road was slippery and the bike fell. That was technically true. No one asked more than that. We cleaned our wounds in the bathroom and never really talked about the van. I think about it a lot though. I replay it over and over, trying to remember the exact angle, the distance, how much the bike moved. But it's blurry. My memory feels like a dream I half forgot. She could have been safe the whole time, or maybe we were just incredibly lucky. I'll never know. But in that moment, moving that bike, pushing against the road with everything I had, it felt like I was fighting for both our lives. Saving her felt like saving myself. Maybe it was.